It's a dope move by Steve.
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype? It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game.
What up, everybody? You know what time it is. It is time for your favorite sports and entertainment podcast, Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fanatic and the pro athlete get together and talk about all things sports. Thank you for joining us here on the BGSE network. I am Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd. Let's go. And of course, I am joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why the podcast is called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude?
What up, Jay, man? Well, man, good to be here with you tonight. Get ready to talk some smack and talk some sports, bro. It's been a long time. I am ready to. We got some good shit tonight. Some good stuff to talk about.
Hey, money was good. Good to see you, my dude. Was good. Good to see you, Aaron.
My dog, Mr. Wesley. What happened?
Yes, sir, Mr. Wesley. Yo, make sure that you hit us up in the chat, and of course, like, subscribe, and share this podcast with your friends, your family, your loved ones, and of course, your haters. Why? Because for us to elevate, we use the hate. That's right, man. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them haters.
Don't give them the power. Don't give them the power. Don't even do it. Don't even do it. Make sure that you hit us up also on Spotify. You can catch us there. YouTube, of course, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You know, there's lots of shorts that Big Game puts out. Of course, we have other podcasts that are going on. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you know what's going on. Oh man, Father Cannons. Look, I said it for you. Grandizer is in the building. What up? Yippee.
Hey, Jay Scott, yeah. Let them know what's going on and starting next Wednesday too.
Next Wednesday, of course, we're gonna have finally the debut of the Buff Nerd podcast. Me and the crew will be in effect. I don't know who's going to join in. I don't know who's going to jump in, but we're definitely going to be talking about the new Batman. Denzel Washington being casted in Black Panther 3. You know we got to talk about that. Blade, we're going to get into that. Penguin finale, yes. And Superman and Lois, we're definitely going to be getting into that. So come join in. It's going to be super fun, super great because it's, well, super. But yeah, the Buff Nerd podcast around 8:30 is when we're going to push that thing up. We're going to see how long we can go. We're just going to see how long we can go.
Oh, man.
Sounds fun, don't it?
Sounds like a good time, brother.
Sounds like a good time. That's it.
You know what else is going to be a good time?
What else?
The 4 downs, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's time for the 4 downs. That's right. The hottest sports news around. BGSB presents 4 downs.
Yes, the 4 downs that we get to talk about. Whew, man. Look, Grandizer, I've already told you. Drafted 11th overall according to Tankathon. Yes, sir. We trying to jump up. I'm trying to get us there because we sure need to get there. But hey, we got to beat out them Panthers. The Panthers are holding strong up there. I think they're number 2.
Giants, right? Yeah, the Giants are the worst. Then
Giants, yeah.
Like the Panthers. It's a shit show in the NFL right now.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, we trying to get up there. That's for sure. I knew that we're 11, but hopefully we can jump up, do our worst to get the best. Speaking of those Dallas Cowboys, America's team, apparently. What's wrong? You okay? You all right? You okay?
Yeah, I just heard some bullshit.
America's team. America's team. America's team. That's it. You like when I say that. Apparently, one of its legions is captains, right? Micah Parsons, who has the Micah Parsons podcast that lots of people like to watch. Apparently, he went on a little rant, a little rave this past week.
But this was an interview that was done in the locker room. This wasn't even a podcast that got everything started.
Yeah.
On the podcast, he's supposed to clear the air a little bit of why he said what he said and what he meant by it.
Right. Go expound upon that, please, sir.
Well, after the game, Micah Parsons was asked, what do you think Mike McCarthy's future is with the Dallas Cowboys? And he started out so elegantly and great by saying, that's above my pay grade. And, I don't make those decisions, which, cool. You on the right track. Say that, leave it alone. The reporter continuously asked him a few more questions, and Micah Parsons really stated why he was mad. Said he's mad because of the vets in the room, the guys like Zach Martin and other people that put in blood, sweat, and tears, and they're falling short because, they're going to fall short this year and not be able to deliver for those guys, which is a great sentiment. It makes sense. That's kind of how things go in the locker room. When you're a younger player and you learn from those older guys, and when you have a team that's supposed to compete, you do want to win, and you really want to help those older guys go out with a bang because they grab people's replacements all the time, so to speak, right? And then Micah Parsons went on to say, and not a direct quote, but more or less, I feel sorry for guys like Zach Martin that's put in way more blood, sweat, and tears than Mike McCarthy ever has. And it's like, hit the brakes. Damn, what? What'd he say? And there's people around the NFL, Jay, that's going both ways on this on what he said. And Damian Woody, if you guys haven't seen it, go look it up. Put in the first, not first take, but the Get Up page or whatever, and you can see the short that they put out about what D Wood said. And then Ryan Clark and Big Swagoo had a different take on it. I had a take on it to where, nevertheless, man, every player is entitled to their opinion on how they feel. No doubt. I just think this situation is a little different because you have guys on this team, I feel like, that are that's pretty loud, J-Dogs.
Sorry, my bad.
That's blatantly ready to speak out against their head coach. And I think a lot of it is due because they look past him in the respect part. Like, you, as a player, when your coach is ass, and when he's doing a bad job, and when it's just like, damn, this guy's not, we're not going to change. But it's still a way you go about saying it and doing it. And I just think the delivery of it is what's different from what I've experienced in the past on the teams I was on. And that's really why when I put the short out, I asked the question, did Micah Parsons throw Mike McCarthy under the bus, or is he just stating obvious facts?
So I got to go back to what you were talking about. Yeah, I see Grandazzi. Yeah, Tampa Bay 14th. I don't think they're trying to climb up though to get that spot, the top spot, or a higher spot. Because you touched on something, the respect. I personally believe, based on everything I've seen and heard and read, and the people around that I know, when you see and hear something like this, it's because you don't have respect from the top down. And so Jerry Jones and the front office, in my opinion, and from what I've heard and what I've read, don't really respect Mike McCarthy as a true head coach. Understand what I'm saying? They respect him as a coach, sure, As an employee, sure. As a staff person, sure. But as a true head coach, a general in this army of Cowboys nation, he is not. He's not that guy. He's another dude. He's another person. I was telling someone the other day, I said, you know what? Jerry Jones will never give up or relinquish that power. And we haven't seen it done since Bill Parcells. And
that's the sentiment I'm getting from everybody too, Jay. Everyone keeps going back to that Parcells era. That was the last time that the Cowboys looked very competitive.
Yeah. Think Dallas should bring, who do we think Dallas should, to coach Belichick primetime? It won't be Belichick. It won't be Prime. It won't be Prime.
Aaron, the better question is, who does Dallas need to bring in that would tell Jerry to sit the hell down and shut the hell up?
Nobody. Can't bring
and no one's going to say that to the owner because he has the power. He's the puppet master. He controls all strings.
But he's not only the owner, he's also the GM, and will tell you he's the GM. Yeah. So, I mean, when you are in the Hall of Fame because of it, there you go. To be fair, the Cowboys won't have another head coach type. They will always get just another dude with owner Jones. That's exactly what I said. Yeah.
Granddad, you're right.
No,
Jay
it's
Stock
his
said
team.
the exact same thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate and it's sad because you have, and love him or hate him, you have a great fan base around the world that every year will say, this is our year. They say that. And I look at them and say, do you know something I don't? Because I see what's on paper and I see what they did last year, and they're not getting better. They're not getting better, and nothing is being improved from the front office down. So, owner and GM, he cracks the whip. We all say yes. That's it. That's it. Yes, a boss. No, a boss. That's it. So, as I continue to say, that peaceful transition, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. CD and Dak take up half the cap next year. Hey, that's what it is.
Aaron, you make a good point. And Jay Stoggs and our buddy A. Reed now on our group chat, we're talking about some things. And you look at what Dallas needed to address, they didn't. When they could have done some different contract things before it got to this, they didn't. A defensive line that's hurt. And then Micah Parsons being missing for those games really killed him. But even one person is like Micah Parsons being as good as he is on defense, when there's no other pieces around him that's ready to fit and play, it still leaves holes and gaps in what you need to get done. Now Dak Prescott having season-ending surgery. They tried Trey Lance out last week to go along with Cooper Rush. And I don't want to say Dallas will be lucky to win one more game, but it's going to be tough.
I'm hoping they don't.
You all in on this Tinkathon thing, huh?
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Look, the only coaches that will go to the Cowboys are ones who just want it on their resume. Totally agree. I coached the NFL team. Don't matter. Those coaches are going into a situation set to fail. Agree. Big game going to discuss the firing of Dennis Allen. Another coach player struggled to play hard for. I think we talked about DA last week.
We did Dennis Allen last week, Grandizer.
Yeah. Catch us up on that on YouTube though. We're there because I think we had a really good conversation about that, and especially the South and the NFL as a whole. But when you look at situations like Dennis Allen, when you look at situations like Dallas, and the whole drama that goes with it, and you have Micah Parsons who is saying from the outset, when you have a new DC, I'll meet with him when I feel like it. Like, dude, you're a young player. What are we doing here? Like, you feel like you know everything, or you don't know if he can really teach you something. And granted, he's been in the league over 30 years. The book is out on him. But But there's something there, right? There's definitely something there. And this is a great question. Best coaching fit for Dallas. Here's the problem with this question. There's a coach in Detroit, I feel, that would be great for Dallas right now. But if he's smart, he will not take the job.
Who, Aaron Glenn?
Yes.
I think the Jets make a play for Aaron Glenn.
Probably.
Or New Orleans.
I don't think New Orleans does because of the nature of New Orleans and their coaches and who they've selected over time. I just don't. But he's wherever he goes. Yeah, Jay Sykes. But even if the Cowboys had the number 1 overall pick, how confident are you that Jones will not only make the right pick, but that the player can get developed? So, number 1 pick overall will be Shedeur Sanders. You can book it. You can call me crazy, but it will be Shedeur. There's no one else at that position better. The only other person that can go before him is Travis Hunter. That's it.
You don't think Cam Ward can sneak up there?
Are you kidding me? Did you see the game that he played this last weekend?
I just asked the question. It's a simple question.
I'm just answering the question. I'm answering the question. Okay, no. I understand. Look at Caleb Williams. They are saying he is lazy, poor work ethic, and weird. I don't know what the weird part is. Well, because he paints his nails and all that other stuff. If he plays with toys and is a grown man, hey, that's acceptable.
But not to get off topic, off down, which we talked about that for a long time.
We can do. Yeah.
The Bears, Eberflus they messed up big time in Chicago. Let's just say what it is. Ryan Pace, the GM, had to have things his way. He had to have his quarterback, makes the play, the trades, the moves to get Caleb Williams. But yet, Eberflus and his staff, you named someone as an offensive coordinator that no one really thought had the moxie to come in and call plays that would fit Caleb Williams the best. So you fire your OC, making a change. And all these moves right now are desperation moves because the coach is trying to save his own job, which if they don't get back in the hunt in their division, he's going to be going anyway. So Caleb Williams has been put in a situation to, and then I don't know what's up with DJ Moore, to where DJ Moore they supposedly is leading the charge of asking for the backup quarterback to be named the starter. So here it is, your star wide receiver. So if Caleb Williams is going to be your guy and your star receiver is acting like this, now you better go ahead and try to trade DJ Moore, get some for him or get him. It's not going to work.
Facts. Chicago Bears, where wide receivers go, good wide receivers go. Dude.
Yeah, because Roma Duzay hadn't done nothing yet. He was supposed to be the bomb coming out of UW.
Dude,
Polk, the other receiver, Polk, is doing better than him, and he's in god awful New England.
Hey, and guess who else is there? Keenan Allen. Dude, I'm like, okay, wait. So you got Keenan Allen, you got DJ Moore, you got Roma Duzay, you got, you know what I'm saying, good running backs back there.
You got Swift as your running back that's not, and every time he has a good game or gets plenty of carries, they win.
Yeah. So there has to be a common denominator here. I don't know. Maybe DJ Moore is onto something, and I think he is. Because he definitely has seen, his stats go down. You can say that the O-line, the Bears don't have an O-line, but they really did address that.
Well, somewhat. They still got some pieces and some development they got to do.
I mean, realistically, let's think about this game. Can you name an O-line that's like really great this season? That you're like, oh, that O-line, woo. You really can't. I don't think you really can. And it's not a knock on whatever. You can say maybe the defense has got better, but
Steelers offensive line isn't too bad right now. Baltimore's offensive line is, but I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Jay. There's nobody that's just making you go, damn, you know why these boys blocking? I got you.
You know why Baltimore's offensive line looks good?
Don't say because I Derrick Henry's running the ball.
All right, you told me not to say it.
But
and it's not.
Could he run the ball without the line blocking? What is it?
Tennessee? What did he have in Tennessee?
Nothing.
Okay, then. So he can run anywhere. He can run here.
Oh,
he can run here.
Well, Jerry should have ran to the table and signed his ass when he had a chance. You talking about the worst running back room in the NFL?
That's
Rico Dowdle and Deuce Vaughn, and
it lives here.
And
it lives right here.
Zeke Teddy Bear Elliott.
Yeah, Ewok. We prefer Ewok.
Boy, you talking about bad?
Yeah, I don't think anyone averages over 2.7 yards a carry here. It's god awful, man. It's god awful, bro. So no, that's what I'm saying. You telling me he can't, and that's what gets me about Jerry. And this is why I think Micah said what he said, is that if you look at this coach, and again, he's not getting respect from the top down. So if Jerry doesn't respect him and doesn't really advocate for him, other than, oh yeah, that's a guy, blah blah blah, but you know, we've got to do better from coaches and this and that and the other, and I'm just disappointed and I'm upset. What am I going to do as a player? He knows what happens in the building. He knows he doesn't get respect in the building. He knows this. And so now it just came out.
Jay, do you think that someone said this the other day? And we can talk about Jerry all day. I'm not talking about it. Somebody said this the other day. It said that Micah Parsons is too worried about building his podcast brand than he is doing what's right for his team. How do you take that comment?
I saw this, and I've actually kind of spoken to this as well. This is the now. This is what players do now. This is how players get their voices out, right? And so before you had to rely on a reporter.
Yes, exactly.
For your feelings.
And now a player can report himself.
And it's unfiltered. I don't have to worry about, if they're going to say what I want to say or capture what I really feel, right? Because reporters, writers will take liberties and say, oh, well, I feel that they feel this way because what I see as a reporter and a writer, and embellish whatever they do. But no, you can say that, but no one is talking about the Kelseys.
Tune in, fellas. Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about them. Jay Stocks, if Jerry Jones decided to be sellers at the free agency, get more draft picks, setting the team to always draft in the top 10, he still makes money. Fans get excited, but no Super Bowls. No lies detected. You can't tell me for 30 years you don't even touch the NFC Championship, let alone Super Bowls, yet you are the highest valued sports franchise in the world. It's just what it is. I just can't see how fans follow teams that set up to fail. It's not entertaining. Working on my mental health. Hey, I'll give you one. How about Cleveland Browns? Cleveland Browns.
But their fan base isn't like Dallas's fan base, Jay. Now they have some true diehards. They have the dog pound, but
dude, they are diehard Browns fans. That's what they are. The Cowboys fans are the same way. Now, I will say this, and I will give you every person that says, I hate the Cowboys fan. I hate the Cowboys fan that says, this is our year. We're the best team ever, and we know we're going to take it. Knowing that we haven't done nothing.
That's the same people that watch 2 games a year, Thanksgiving and another holiday.
Usually it's like Christmas or New Year's.
There's a lot of Cowboys fans like that, though.
It is. I totally agree. Jay Sox for us, the 90s seemed like yesterday, but we got but we got grown adults who never seen the Cowboys in a Super Bowl. That is insane. It is true. It is true. Generations now who have never seen the Cowboys be productive in postseason.
Successful Dallas Cowboys teams are like something kids hear about in history class. Like, really? That happened? They were good? Like, people don't believe it. It's just like saying, like, dinosaurs existed.
Wait, no, you know what it's like? Well, I'm going to read this. I'm going to tell you what it's like. Hate is a strong word. I don't hate the Cowboys fans, the ones who know what is going on with Jerry Jones. I feel for them. They deserve better. Sure, they deserve better. I like that part, Granddaughter. I do. But they're still delusional. They're still delusional.
Well, no, he said the ones that understand what's going on. The delusional ones are the delusional ones. You're going to have those in every franchise.
Yeah. Like, I like to believe I'm not one of those. Like, I will tell you, oh, no, they're crap. And they will not do anything this year and more than likely next year.
I will be honest. You've had a non-biased take on your team since I've known you.
I'll try my best. Thank you, sir.
I mean, I think the first year we did this, you thought y'all were a little bit better than you were, which y'all had a great regular season and then choked in the playoffs, which surprised a lot of people. But other than that, you've been right on the money with what you say about your team, man. I'll give you that.
I have to be realistic in that viewpoint. Look, today was just one of those that I say, you know what? I have to ride for my team. They're garbage, but I'm still going to ride for them because that is my team. I'm going to get ridiculed. I feel like it's a bet payoff every time I wear any type of Cowboy stuff. Like, oh, you lost a bet? Is that why you wearing that? No, man, it's my team. It's my team. The ones that understand, like Jay Styles, he gets his message very tough. It's a tough sell. It's a really tough sell. But I think what you're starting to see, Grandizer, and we're seeing here, we got to move on. There are more of us coming out. And there are more of us that are saying, no, this is crap, man.
That sound like a Diddy case you're talking about.
I mean, you know, it feels like it sometimes. Like, I just look over my shoulder for the baby oil. Jason always tell the truth about the state of the Cowboys. The fans cast him out. Yeah. On say he was saying 6 months ago, 2 years ago.
And that's a typical Cowboys fan. 6 months later, like, damn, man, my man tried to tell me what was going on.
Yeah. I couldn't believe him. I thought he was just hating. No, I'm not hating. It's just what it is. I mean, you got player fashion on here for 2. I thought we were saving it, though. Are we still doing it?
No, that's what I said. Go change 2 to what you needed to.
Oh, yeah. Okay. KC. I want to talk about KC.
Cool. That's second down then. Goddammit. Let's go.
Second down. Hey, is KC lucky or are they just that good?
Damn. That is a good question, bro. Why are you laughing, dog?
Because I'm thinking about every game they've played and how this team is actually undefeated, and they shouldn't be. This is a team that should not be undefeated.
Man, my team had on. Now, Jay, I'm not gonna lie. When Denver lined up to kick that field goal last week, I was like, damn, they got the Chiefs their first loss of the year, and then they blocked it. I was like, you gotta be shitting me. Did they really block this kick to win this game? No way.
No, it's just, I mean, they beat Baltimore by a toe. They blocked this kick where it's like, oh, he finna make this. They finally getting a loss. Like, it just, the Steelers game, like, it just seems like every time.
Look at all their wins. Right, he's at the Ravens, the pinky toe out of bounds. The Bengals a 1-point win, 26-25. The Falcons, the controversial call on Monday Night Football with the offensive tackle moving early. No, that was moving early happened more than one time. That was the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Chargers 17-10. The Saints a little more convincing, 26-13. 49ers rated Tampa Bay takes them to overtime and then decides to give the dumbasses the ball first in overtime.
They don't go for two.
And then the Broncos get the field goal block. I mean, if you are a Chiefs fan, and I got one that's standing over here, they would straight up tell you that that's Chiefs in their Red Kingdom or whatever the hell they call it, and they're just good.
In case you got that defense,
and they're just, the defense has bailed them out. Kansas City, without the defense they have this year, is a 500 team.
At best. Mahomes is in a perfect situation. Yeah. Defense wins the game. If it gets crazy, then Mahomes comes in and wins it. I agree. But I also agree with what you're saying is the coaching matters. And I have said this, and Game kind of looks at me weird sometimes because he's played the game. He's been in these locker rooms. But I believe culture is a thing. If you have a culture of winning, that's that X factor that we call luck, right? Okay, thank you. We call luck, but it's a culture. We know we're going to win. When we come out here, no matter what, we're going to win. And there are teams in the NFL that don't have it. The Jets do not have a culture of winning. The Bears do not have a culture of winning. Even though on paper they have some of the better offensive players, right? On paper, that it's just look at Cincinnati. Look at Buffalo. Right? Yeah.
No, I mean, it makes sense. But so you're saying Cincinnati and Buffalo, if they had a different culture, the records would be different. Well, Buffalo has a winning record right now. Cincinnati doesn't.
They do.
Buffalo
and they win the big one.
They have not had the success in the playoffs and the postseason. Coaching does have a lot to do with it, Jay, and I don't feel like I've ever argued with you about that. Some coaches are allowed to be coaches and do what they're supposed to do. Andy Reid is doing that.
He say still looks at O-line, RBs, and running backs and QBs weird. Yeah, man, I guess that's the life.
I can't help it, dog.
D-lineman.
I twitch when I see a big tall 6'7" fool go by. Like, he played old tackle. I just want to bull rush his ass. You're right, Granddaughter. No, so Jay Stocks, I'm not arguing with you on that, but asking the question you asked about the Kansas City Chiefs, are they lucky or are they good? I gotta kind of feel like what everybody else is saying. A little bit of both, because Mahomes has that it factor. What up, Joe Smith? I feel you, and yes, your team has suffered by dealing with them. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah. What do you say, Bengals? We got to bring in our guy A. Reed.
A. Reed is missing in action, Granddaughter. We got an APB out for him right now, bro. He is, Reed is he was supposed to be back starting in November on Fridays, and November is halfway over. So, we're shooting for December to get Reed back on. He got a lot going on right now.
A. Reed is like Joe Burrow's game. It's just missing.
Shit, with a gun at. So, Jay Stocks, what's your take on Kansas City, bro? Like, if you had to name it, are they lucky or are they good?
Man, they're lucky.
I like
they're lucky. They're lucky. I just and with this perspective in there, and thank you for the likes.
Hit that thumbs up, baby.
They're lucky because you have to be good to be in the position to be lucky. Let me say that as well. You need to be good and in the position to be lucky. But the mere fact of the instances and things that have happened over that time, that's come on. That's luck. Some say it's a conspiracy because, they got this call or they didn't get this call or they didn't call this. Hey, man.
It's been some questionable stuff, but I'm not gonna sit up there and say that. I'm not one to believe, and I hate when people say, "Oh, it's a conspiracy." Guess what? The NFL wanted. Oh boy, tell me. I used to get into it with my mom all the time. You know they cheating. I'm like,
on
no,
that?
it ain't. Yeah, man, you're right,
Hey.
Joe. Good teams find a way to win, and that's where I think the Patrick Mahomes effect is a little bit different because they've had the success they've had. We can look at it as a people who don't like the Chiefs and say, "Damn, they lucky," but realistically, they go on believing they're going to win every game. They never believe that they're down by too much and they can't come back from it because Jay Stoggs, you said a few minutes ago, they have that culture ingrained in them that they can do this. And now that they believe it, they feel like they're always going to find a way to win. Nobody in America, I'm going to say it, nobody in America thought that they were going to block that damn field goal last week against them, except for the people in the red jerseys.
That's it. Just those.
Because their fans are like, oh, shit, we lost. We're taking our first loss. They said it just like that.
He said it like that.
Oh, shit, Margaret, we're going to lose.
These thoughts and only these thoughts are brought to you by Big Game James.
Always. I got more thoughts. I just can't say them.
Just don't leave it. Third down. Klay Thompson went back to the Bay. Kind of mixed reception, would you say? Was it good reception, bad reception? What do you think?
Man, first and foremost, the parade of people with the captain's hats on when he walked in the building. I mean, Jay Styles, we've seen people return to where they played before, and normally they get showered and rattled with booze or, when they walk in the arena, let alone when you first go in off the bus to your locker room. You may see some of the old security guards and people like that dapping up, shaking hands, and giving hugs. But normally that's all you see. We saw a parade of people line up to salute and applaud Klay Thompson when he returned to the Chase Center in San Francisco. That was flipping awesome. Never have I ever seen that before. I thought that was one of the most amazing things ever for a guy returning back to a place that he had called home for so long.
Yeah. I love Klay being here, and I told you this. I don't know where they'll end up in the mix. I'm thinking they'll end up, pretty well. But just the fact that you have his presence, they're going to gel together better as the season goes on. And I believe now in Nico more than I did before. Especially with last year's acquisitions and what he's done this year.
Man, y'all have a great GM, bro.
It was questionable because like, ooh, what is he doing? And you let go of Brunson and you let this person go and that person go. But now you brought Dinwiddie back. Excuse me. You got Garrett. You got Lively. You brought Klay in, who decided to play here instead of was it LA? Man, if I can beat LA in any form or fashion, Clippers or Lakers, I'm always for it. So seeing that,
hating on the West Coast, man. Aaron, this dude is always hating on the West Coast.
I don't hate on the West. I just don't like them. See the difference? There's a difference there. There's a difference. Anyway. I'm waiting for it to just go ahead and just float out to sea. It's like Hawaii Junior. Just one big old earthquake. Boom. Just go.
I'm gonna let you hate.
Not
man.
far.
It's all good, man.
Not far. Like an island. The island of California. But I thought it was cool, man. I agree. It's good to see fans that actually appreciate players that gave themselves to that team, to that area. That's what I've heard. That you know what I'm saying? That it's been dope. That's what I heard. Weather is nice out there. Weather is nice out here today. It's awesome. That's great. It wasn't too bad here,
We just gotta get them wildfires under control, bro. Scare me.
Well, that and mudslides, like wildfires and mudslides. Y'all kind of known for that.
I ain't up in the hills enough for the mudslide. Well, I ain't out there at all right now, so the shit.
But I mean, it's mudslides in the north, wildfires in the middle, earthquakes down south. Like, man,
well, no,
I'm good.
The fires happen everywhere. The valley too.
Okay, fine.
Down south until the mudslide. It's all good, man. Don't be a hater your whole life, bro.
What is that? It's because Jay Silas and Tay, they don't like they don't like California politics too. That is some hate in Cali. I don't hate Cali. I love Cali. Listen, San Diego, Coronado. I'm all in.
Okay.
That's me all day. I'll go to Sand Dog all day.
You like the bougie place.
It's not bougie if you got it. All right, so
hello. All right, enough said, baby.
Enough said. Oh my gosh, that's funny. We talked about KC good or lucky. We talked about Klay Thompson, Micah Parsons. There's one more thing. I thought we would talk about that afterwards, but you know what? What time is it? 40?
No, let's talk about it now.
You want to start right now?
Yeah, because we got Oh Hell Nah, and then we got top 5.
Oh, shit. Tomorrow night in Arlington, Texas. 2 giants of the industry will face off. One, and it's what? I think it's 20, 30s, whatever. The other, damn near 60. I'm talking about John, Paul, Logan, whichever it is, and Mike Tyson facing off finally in the square circle. It's funny because I'm going to say this and then I'm just going to back off because I really want to hear what people say. First of all, people are afraid for Tyson because of his age. Yet they want to see him beat the pure D crap out of Logan Paul. Like they want to see it. Everyone is saying he's just going to knock him out.
It's Jake Paul, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Jake Paul. I just don't care that much about him. Other than if he can just either one can get their face punched in, I'm good. Because they have hittable faces. They have punchable faces. They really do. They have punchable faces. They do, man. You know they do. So, okay, so here's the question. First of all, the outcome. Is Tyson going to last past the first round? And not just because it's Tyson.
Yeah, man. He'll last. I mean, he lasted past the first one before Roy Jones a couple years back. I think he can still go past the first round.
Look, that was not. Let's stop the Roy Jones fight.
That shit sucked.
Tyson needs to get revenge for Nate Robinson. No, Nate Robinson need to get revenge for Nate Robinson.
I think Nate Robinson still sleep on that Posturepedic, dog. Nate Robinson was just. Hey, see, Aaron, you got me off script because hey, what Snoop Dogg say? He say that ain't how boxing go.
Oh Lord,
oh Lord, Jesus,
oh Lord. He turned Snoop religious right there, boy. Oh Lord.
And the birth of the Snoop Dogg ring announcer was born during that fight. Oh my God.
I'm saying, man. I tell him to fall back,
man.
I'm gonna fall back.
Oh,
no, I just the question
will
is,
Mike Tyson go past 1? Yes, Mike Tyson will last past 1. If he doesn't knock him out first. But yes, he'll last past 1.
Do you think he'll actually knock him out?
I don't think Jake Paul gonna get close enough to test the power of Mike Tyson. I think
he's smart.
He's gonna be a dancing ass fool.
He gonna be on that bike, just like Roy Jones.
Roy Jones said Tyson hit him, his whole side went numb.
Yeah, and he got on that bike. He said, "Hey, man, I thought this was for charity." No, sir. I thought it was an exhibition. No, sir.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
Everybody got a plan till they get hit in the mouth. Damn. And that is a Mike Tyson direct quote. So yeah, everybody wants him to get knocked out. I just want Tyson to like leave the ring on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, I can't see it any other way. If this man happened, if he knocked Tyson out like he did Woodley and some of them other fools on them paid knockouts, I'm gonna be crushed. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's just allegedly what I've heard people say, man. I've heard that he's paid people to take dives. I don't know Jake Paul. I don't deal with him, man. I'm just telling you what people told me.
I hear what you're saying, man. But I would think Tyson, but he's been woofing a lot. Like he's woofed a lot in this fight. And I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to me. What's Tyson's stamina looking like at this age, though? We got a legacy on the line.
I mean, you know what Mike Tyson said about legacy? I saw an interview today. This 10-year-old little girl, shout out to this little girl, man. She got an interview with Mike Tyson, and she came up. You know, you could tell she thought out her questions and thought she was prepared. And Mike Tyson is just he tells the truth. She said, so what do you want your legacy to be when you're done? Are you worried about this messing up your legacy? Mike Tyson said, what is a legacy? He said, you live, you die, you turn to dust. I don't care about my legacy. When I'm dead, I don't care what people think of me. I'm like, your legacy means nothing. I was like, damn. All right, then, Mike, if that's what you think. Mike Tyson is up there in age. And I think a lot of us, when we think of this fight, especially people my age, being that we were young when Tyson was at his prime and at his peak. And for some reason, I think we all want to see just a glimpse of that come out in this fight for a little bit. And is it going to happen? I don't know, but I think everyone wants to see it, whether it happens or not. So I think that's why we're going to be like, oh, man, he going to last past one round. Oh, man, yeah, he going to knock this fool out. We've seen Mike fight a couple times. And I don't know, he might hurt him, but I don't know if he's going to really knock him out.
What does it mean for Tyson? Grant, as I like these questions, what does it mean for Tyson if he wins? What does it mean if he loses? What does it do for boxing? So let's tackle the first one. What does it mean for Tyson if he wins? Honestly, nothing other than what Big Game just said. Oh, that's cool. He still got it, even at 60 or damn near 60. That's cool. Nothing. If he loses, nothing. He's too old. He should have been in there. Right. What does it do for boxing? Everything. Everything. Because the reality is no one watches boxing. No one cares. No one cares about boxing. Because if you said, hey, who is the reigning champion in each class, in each weight class? No idea. Like even in the heavyweights, you wouldn't know who owns WBO, WBC.
Only real boxing enthusiasts. And you still got some boxing enthusiasts out there. So I feel you. I know I don't know like I used to. I used to be able to tell you who was what, when they was fighting, when they lost last, and how they trained and what they eat for dinner. And now I can't do that. I know I can't.
Right. I don't follow boxing anymore. A lot of people don't. Does boxing need Tyson to get ratings?
I think it helps a little bit.
To me, Tyson is like Tiger. Tyson is like Tiger. In that Tiger, when they bring him out, people watch. He won't win, but people will watch. Tyson was like that for a while. The only problem is that boxing is not like golf where, you can't last that long. But to me, Tyson is like Tiger. Whereas, hey, if Tyson is fighting, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch that. But yeah, Game is right. When there was a time when you would know Hagler and Sugar Ray,
Hearns,
Durant, Spinks, Camacho, like Triple G, like these were people you knew. And especially in the heavyweight, even Klitschko, the Klitschko brothers, I'm drawing a blank. Briggs, Bruno, come on, man.
Bernard Hopkins, Zab Judah. You had a bunch of different fighters, man. That was just amazing.
Pernell Whitaker. Dude, it's
not Sweet Pea. Now you're gonna say Michael second to none.
Hey, what you know about it? But that was when you really got into it, into the boxing, because you have good fighters fighting good fighters. Garante is good watching boxing wise, but yeah. Not much else. You're right. You're right.
I mean,
you're right. In the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, man, boxing was so huge. Household names, 2002 things. It just seemed like it disappeared because
you know why?
Boxers didn't fight each other. Sorry, I just jumped in there.
No, you said it. But now it's all transferred over to UFC. And I think it's more than instant gore and blood and mess. It's more of a gladiator style. And I think people just transitioned over to that a lot.
Yeah, I'll go with that, man. The instant gratification, 3 rounds, was it 5 minutes per, and it's let's go. Let's go. MMA killed boxing.
MMA,
I agree with that.
It murdered boxing.
Yeah. And MMA had been around for a while. Let's not get it twisted. MMA, K1 fighting, all that stuff had been around, but it was deemed an extreme sport.
Right.
And so it wasn't until you had Ultimate Fighting.
And think about it. It was banned and illegal in a bunch of states.
Yeah.
Couldn't even do it.
It wasn't until Dana White came in. You can say what you want to about him, but he was able to package that product where it was watchable, right, for everyone else, for the casual person, not casual sports fan, casual person. And that's what it was. So, like, there was a time when you could, do a high knee kick. You can't do that any longer, right? Because it was so vicious. So it was, again, hey, we can't do this here because it's too vicious. It's not good. And so now you have more ground and pound or submission, jiu-jitsu, stuff like that, Brazilian judo. So see, you understand the styles because now you watch it more. It just took the 2004 MMA spread like wildfire. Yeah, I'm telling you, Dana White came in. He had that show, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Ultimate Fighter, and that took off from there. So, it is what it is. But hey, man, when you think about stuff like that, you know what time it is. It's time for us to say, well,
oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
That's right. This is the portion of the podcast where we find things that we see that makes us say, oh, hell no. Big Game, what you got this week?
Man, Jay, the sports world this weekend was crazy. And I happened to be present for one of those. That's right. This past weekend, your boy Big Game James and family went west to Lubbock, Texas to watch Texas Tech and the Colorado Buffaloes. And lo and behold, was I in for a treat because I never, ever knew of the tradition that they have at Texas Tech. And that tradition, Jay, is to hurl tortillas. Some make it to the field and some don't. So much so when they got mad on kickoff, man, you should have seen it. It was like the ball kicked off and it just rained tortillas. It looked like a mission truck blew up and tortillas just flew all over the stadium. I couldn't believe it. And so, lo and behold, the wife and I like, oh, damn, that's what they were talking about with the tortillas. We thought it was like a one-time thing. Them goddamn tortillas didn't stop. We walked out the stands, across the field, back to the recruiting area, and them motherfucking tortillas are still coming out everywhere. It got to a point, though, where Dion and them were getting hit with other objects. And it was just like the Texas Tech head coach had to get on the microphone and tell students to quit throwing stuff onto the field. And so it was just like a big, oh, hell nah to, us being mad about one school throwing water bottles on the field, but yet it's okay for another school to throw tortillas on the field. What if a player slips, falls? I like the best part about it is being there, but then later seeing all the memes and the reels where Shedeur Sanders signed a damn tortilla. It was hilarious, bro. It was hilarious.
We need
That's
that
one.
in Dallas.
Yeah, that's one. My other one, Deebo Samuels going ham on the sideline with his kicker Moody and then his long snapper and grabbing him by the throat and pushing him, but yet had the nerve to walk in looking like a cross-dressed Terminator before the game. The little girly ass outfit on. You can't be tough and wear leather short pants that look like Daisy Dukes when you walk into the stadium. I'm so sorry. Oh hell no, Deebo Samuel. I don't know what you thought you had going on, but that was
right. People out here hungry and you out there throwing tortillas. What's wrong with these kids?
Grandizer. And the bad thing is they were throwing flour. Then some corn ones came flying down too after they ran out. I'm telling you, it's a sight to see, man. Big shot. Hey, Texas Tech Red Raiders, they took a L to Colorado, but man, they have I like that university. I like the school. I like the tradition that they're trying to uphold and build. It was a great atmosphere for college football.
Throwing tortillas?
I mean, I'm talking about the game itself.
Oh.
You know, you can't fault the players and the coaches for the fans throwing tortillas.
Yes, you can. Don't throw no tortillas, man.
Yeah. Hell no, Deebo. Deebo. You getting talked about again in a minute, Deebo.
Such a wasteful nation.
Yes, that we
good
are.
old tortillas.
There we are.
That was a
lot of quesadillas, enchiladas, and soft tacos that got wasted.
Man, already. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I think they threw some good mission tortillas too.
Them things ain't cheap.
Nah, not at all, homie.
They're not like great value.
Save money. Yeah, that's what I say. Save money on tortillas. You gotta get the great values. And them mother lovers stick together when you take them out the
they
pack,
do.
pull them apart. Like, damn, my tortilla gonna rip.
Man.
Hey Jay, before we move on,
yeah,
are you a corn tortilla guy or a flour tortilla guy?
Ooh, man. Listen, it depends on what I'm eating, bro. It depends. If I go soft taco, then I go flour. But most of the times, I'm a corn dude.
Okay.
I'm a corn guy. This, the flour is more pliable, but the corn, you heat that mug up, especially for my tacos or anything like that, or tostados. Yes, sir. Corn.
I'm a flour guy, but
you would seem that way.
I like the puff tacos. I like using the flour shells to do that sometimes. It's all good. Don't hate.
I love puffy tacos.
You know what time. That you do.
Let's go, Aaron Team Corn all day. Yeah.
And what's wrong with y'all? Corn tortillas rip.
Oh my god. The corn with fish tacos, right? Yes, sir. That's taco. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Anyway, man, look at that. I done got us talking about tacos, bro.
Give me my tacos.
Damn.
Give
all right,
me
man.
my tacos. Oh, sorry.
You know what time it is, don't you?
Let's go.
It's time for the top 5. Who's in, who's out, what's in, what's out. Big Game Sports Break. Top 5.
That's right. Some people have a top 100. Some have a top 50. Some have a top 25. Some even punk out and have a top 10. But not here at Big Game Sports Buzz. No sirree, Bob. No sirree, ma'am. Top 5. Who's in? Who's out? What's in? What's out? Look here, Grandizer. He gonna do that stuff on the Bucks and pewter review and all that stuff. So, check out that.
The Buccaneers will win this week because they have a bye.
I don't know. I think Bosa can't tackle Mayfield personally.
Yeah, I put that out there today.
He can.
Yeah.
You
didn't see that stiff arm? Baker Mayfield gave Bosa the business. Yeah, get off. Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah, so the top 5 this week is worst dressed athletes coming into the tunnel. I think, just something like that. Yeah. So let's do it.
All right, man. Well, I had to give you guys a visual since we were talking about worst dressed athletes. And this is all inspired by Deebo Samuel coming to the field this past week, looking like the Terminator going to a club in San Francisco. And then also he had another outfit earlier this year looking like a church lady with a purse. So top 5 worst fashion statements I've seen from athletes over the last couple of years. Number 5, John Daly. Look at this. Look
No,
at this.
not John Daly.
This man looks like a Crayola explosion. One time he was out there in some crazy pants with no shirt on with that big old beer belly hanging over his gut. But John Daly, he never his golf game fell off, but his outfits are still horrendous every time he steps onto the course.
It really didn't fall off. His game didn't really fall.
Well, was his alcoholism messed up stuff? However you want to put it.
Yes.
All right, cool. There it is. John Daly. Number 4. People, stop wearing dresses. Dennis Rodman.
Hey,
you was one of the ugliest women I've ever seen. To go to your book signing dressed up like a bride, I could never unsee that. Just, it's not the tunnel. It's not walking to the Staples Center, but it's bad. That shit was horrible. Don't ever do that again. Dennis Rodman, you getting my number 4. Oh, hell no. Number 3.
Yeah.
Who the hell can forget the Cookie Monster outfit that James Harden wore a couple years ago? That shit there, excuse my French. What is that? What is it, J-Stop?
What are those? I don't know, man.
Yeah, shoulder, knees, and toes. What are those? Yeah, man. Those pants look like I can fit in one leg.
Oh my God.
I can fit in one leg of those pants, bro.
That's horrible.
All right, man. Number 2.
Yeah.
Why it looks like
he
looks like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol that hadn't got the label put on yet. What the hell was Kyle Kuzma doing with this right now? Horrible. Horrible. The Gordon Gartrell, I love it. One of the best Cosby Show episodes ever. And don't us because we're talking about Bill.
Yeah.
Are my arms the same length? Yes. Well, are my sleeves? Number 1. Debo Samuel. The high heel, the elevated heel black loafers, the little itty bitty ass shorts, and the man purse with this leather jacket. Lord, help us all. It's one thing to make a fashion statement, but this shit is going too far, bro. I don't know what is going on. That's why the title of the show is Fashion Fouls. This was a foul. Debo Samuels, you wrong for this. It's top 5, but that's still a oh hell no.
Boy, that's funny, man. That's ooh. Let me see if I can do that. I'm gonna try it out. I just hit the button, or I just hit share. What do I do?
You have it. Do you already have it in the studio?
No.
You got to hit present and then hit the slides that you made, and then you bring it in. No, go ahead. I mean, if you got it, that's it. Yeah. Please, I want to get a visual of what the Buff Nerd is going to talk about. Hey, man, while we waiting on the Buff Nerd, if you need fuel, Panda Subs got the fuel you need. Burn, shred, bulk, and protein powder to help you get back that after you work out. Hey, go to Panda Subs, put in the code Big Game, and get your 10% off now.
That's beautiful.
That's my shameless plug while we're waiting on you to try to get your stuff together, bro.
Well, thank you, sir. There it is. Can you do that? There it is. Boom. Oh, I'm going to add it. Here we go.
You add it. Just hit add, and then you can control it when you go through it.
Boom.
There. Oh, wow.
I agree with you.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. The Cookie Monster one, that was bad. But this over here, this to the right, bruh, is that a mask? What is?
I don't know, but he looks like a pack of Skittles. Dude, the slippers match the jacket.
Yes.
What the hell?
Oh, I mean,
man, are you?
So here's the thing. Kyle Kuzma, yeah, I agree. But see, here's what I saw. I just saw a pattern. I saw a pattern for these people. Like, wait a minute. You collectively do this. This ain't a one-day thing. Someone is styling you wrong. You're doing this over and over again. You need help. You need real help. I'm surprised you didn't have this one on here. This guy right here.
Well, dude,
and what does.
He's already made my old hell no for wearing a skirt before.
Yeah. But then here's the thing. We cannot forget this. We will not unsee this. We will not let this go. We will not let this slide.
When he was like somebody from Fat Albert on that one.
Yeah. Evil people. We're not finna let this slide. We can't do it. Not on this top 5. That's not gonna happen. Evil people. We're not gonna let this slide.
Over KB.
We not.
That's the one right there. Somebody said Debo Samuel looked like a church lady, and they was playing Tutti Frutti by Little Richard.
Yes.
I almost pissed my pants. Like, Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. Oh damn, Debo.
Now you may not remember this.
That's from the Super Bowl.
I know who this is. This is Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yes. Look, I'm not here to talk about people's culture or anything like that. But
sounds
bro,
like you are.
What the hell is this? What is this? What is this?
So Jay Stoggs, you not trying to match the riz of these young folk right now, dog? You ain't got no riz like the young fellas.
Look, man, I don't even know what that is to have riz, but it sounds, if it looks like this, my answer would be, oh, hell no, I ain't trying to match that, bro. I'm sure it's very nice in the summer. I'm sure it's very, very nice in the summer. But I'm still going to have to say no.
Bro.
It's a no for me.
What the hell, man?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What the hell?
I don't know. I'm going to take that down. I'm tired of that. That's my top 5. So no particular order.
Very good top 5. What
same to you.
Appreciate that. And before we get out of here, y'all let us know if y'all can think of any horrible pregame entrances, because Tyler Halliburton, he's had some as well.
Man,
I remember
Dirk Nowitzki.
He had some bad ones.
Dirk Nowitzki, bro. He'd have a crumpled shirt that he just pulled out of like the dirty clothes basket.
I can take that though. I can take that because you can relate to that. Jay, we can't relate to none of those outfits we just saw them dudes we put up.
Hold on. You're not finna put me in a crumpled button-down shirt pack. I'm not accepting.
No. I'm not saying you would rock that leaving the house, but we can relate to having to wear that one wrinkled shirt one time. Be like, hey man, I'm gonna throw a jacket on so they can see how crumpled up my shit is.
He wouldn't even wear a jacket.
Yeah, he ain't wear a jacket. You're right. Dirk, I'm trying to give you a pass. Dirk, the buff nerd ain't gonna let you make it, dog.
I mean, not today.
Y'all let us know. Let us know in the comments, like, what's up with these stuff? Is it going too far? Is it going too far? Are you sick of seeing it? Like,
yes, it's going too far.
Shit, man.
No, it's going too far. But send us the ones that you've seen that you're like, nah, this can't. Yeah, this can't go on.
Tag us on our social with a picture that you've seen of something beyond outlandish, so we could talk about it on X, TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram. We're on all of those. BGSE network. And I do my best to get on there and piss our haters off. You know, we got a couple trolls that follow us now. And I want to thank you little fuckers for coming from underneath your bridge and hating the way you hate. I appreciate you. Yes. This show is not for the faint of heart or for kids. Adult language is yeah, you little troll. Fuck you.
Hey, I'm Jay Stoggs, the buff nerd. Let's go.
Yeah, and I'm your man, Big Game James. And until next time, y'all have a great day. Don't forget to check out my man, the Buff Nerd and the Buff Nerd podcast next Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
I'm not going to be on there because he's going to talk about things that'll be above my head, and I would just be staring at the screen looking. But I will be watching to try to be educated on of his nerdyisms because he has a lot of them. All right.
It's going to be great.
So until next time, man, thank y'all again for tuning in. Hit that like, that subscribe, share with a friend, and tell them to do the same thing. Peace.
Peace.
Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big gang, big gang. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah.